good evening from the heart of flyover country. It's time to play Without Rule of Law. I'm your master of ceremonies, Bobby Spags, here to introduce you to our undisputed, world-renowned, top-secret panel. Riverside Will! And your host, Patrick Henry! And now it's time to play Without Rule of Law, the card game that gets you navigating the unthinkable and asks, can you brave a world beyond law? Take it away, Patrick Henry.
Hey, look, there's us. Hey, look at that. Wow, we have the Tactical Wizard in studio. Good evening, everyone. Look at this. Oh, snap. If you look here to my right, we have the Tactical Goat.
It's Prepotente.
It's Prepotente.
If
You don't know who that is.
If you know, you know.
That's right. If you don't know, shame on you. We'll talk about that later. I think that's going to get included somewhere in the show, right?
Oh boy, we just got a copyright strike.
Did we? Is that going to
I
happen?
don't know. Maybe.
You know, it's probably going to happen. But either case, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of Without Rule of Law, as well as the tour finale. We're going to talk about some awesome things that happened this year with our good friends. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But again, thank you very much for being here. We know you have better things you could do, but tonight's episode is a special one. We're closing out a season not just with great conversation, but with family. Look at these guys over here. Folks who are building real-world solutions, real communities, and real resilience alongside us together. Joining us tonight, we have Jason, our awesome friend from Kentucky Sustainable Living. He'll be in the studio here in just a minute. We have Nicole Sauce, the headmistress of Reliance from Self-Reliance Festival. The one and only VP and MC of the MPP, Bobby Spags. And Kansas City's very own Peter Parker, Riverside Will. Tactical Wizard.
Oh!
Builders, organizers, people who work on the ground in the communities and build scenes. They're just, they're down-to-earth people. So tonight, we're talking lessons learned this season about what's working, what's not, what's coming next, and what we're doing moving ahead. So grab a drink, settle in, and let's close out the season the right way together.
Bring him in.
This is Without Rule of Law. Let's get into the card game that keeps you guessing who you can trust with your life, your wife, your kids, your wallet, and perhaps your last can of cream corn. Oh, no, how dare! Let's introduce our fantastic cast this evening. The one and only, actually, I'm doing it backwards. Nicole Fox! Hey! Look there, Nicole. Let's talk about that big, ginormous
Rooster.
antlers on your head. Whoa! Whoa!
What about my light up cock?
Oh!
Your cock.
It is,
Nicole.
and now it's become a beard.
You did. Wow.
It's a cock beard.
Is that a cock on your chin?
How did we end up on this topic exactly?
Oh, we are so getting.
We just went right down.
Oh, Lord.
And there's Jason with his magnificent beard.
One and only Jason. I don't know if you guys know this, but Jason puts the B in beard. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know, but it works.
You know what?
Are you doing Santa Claus this year?
Me?
Yeah,
No.
you could.
You should.
No.
You could.
You should.
I might. I don't know. I might do it. I don't know. I might do that tomorrow at church for the kids.
You should
Run
do
in and
that.
just dress up
They'd like
Santa
it.
Claus.
You
We'll
totally
see.
could pull it off. What do we got here?
What are you saying? I'm fat?
God, no.
No, we're saying you have a magnificent beard. It's a man name. When we were with him at SRF this past October,
Yeah.
he was literally doing the whole flip like it was from Kill Bill.
Oh, yeah. Jason, do it for us. Demonstrate. Give us the. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
It's got dust in it right now. I've been laying stone all day.
That
Oh
is-
dear.
That just screams Confucius, merged with Kentucky Deluxe. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being in studio this evening. Obviously, always, it's a pleasure to have you guys. We love you guys. If you see there in the upper, upper right-hand corner for the folks watching tonight, we have the tour banner. We're going to talk about some cool things, what's going on with Self-Reliance Festival, Kentucky Sustainable Living, as well as the Midwest Preparedness Project Festival going into 2026. But furthermore, we're going to have a good time, right?
That's right.
We're going to play Without Rule of Law. We're going to cover some sponsor stuff here at the top of the hour. So getting into it, just to let you guys know at home, our dear friend, Mrs. Shelley, cannot be with us this evening. Unfortunately, She is sick. She's fighting the COVIDs. God bless her. May she ever get past the COVIDs and all the things. So make sure you spray things with light.
Thoughts out to you, Shelly.
Yes, we love you. We miss you. Sorry you're not here. We'll send you some ivermectin and all the roast coffee in the mail. So we're going to skip over Shelly's. I'm going right into it. I guess, Jason, it's been a while since we've had you on the show. So we'll start with you, if that's okay.
All
I'm just
right.
going to pick on Jason and bully him. As always, these questions start off.
It's not bullying. It's prepper hazing.
It's prepper hazing. Unless you're in jiu-jitsu, then it's just like,
Well, if he's in jiu-jitsu, we're getting our ass kicked.
why is your cup on my cheek, bro? This is disgusting. a tap. Okay, Jason, this is going to start easy and then progressively get worse. What is our friend Scott Harrison saying? Oh, no, what happened? Stop.
Oh, you pushed buttons.
Yep. So Scott said, I would rather have been laying stone than automotive wiring that I was working on all day. And
Oh, yeah. That's chasing gremlins.
Yeah.
Chasing gremlins, man.
Good evening, Plumber Mickey. Good evening. Glad to have you. Groundfog, man, you were awesome, Groundfog. You're on every one of our shows. We appreciate you. Do we know who Groundfog is? Is Groundfog a mystery?
We can't say who he is.
It's tactical.
It's
Well, now I know his gender.
We assume it's a him.
Maybe I'm misdirecting you with false pronouns. It isn't 2024 anymore, so I can make fun of that, and you can't cancel me for it.
That's right. The Shan Man's with us this evening. Hello, the Shan Man. Look at that. That's the outdoors guy. We love that guy. I don't know who he is, but he seems really, really cool.
He's probably colder than us indoors guys right now.
He's outdoors. That's why.
All right, ask Jason his question.
Annabelle, thank you.
Let's get this going.
You've been teasing this man with this question for a while now.
Jason's literally waiting.
I'm building up the hype. Look at him.
He's already on to some other topic. He's like typing.
He's frothing at the mouth.
I'm thinking about something.
All right, Jason. What infrastructure matters most after rule of law disappears? So you've been laying stone all day, which is better than laying wiring or pipe.
True.
Depends on what kind of pipe.
You took the bait. Oh man, that's the thing. It's not text, buddy.
What infrastructure is more important?
Yes, what infrastructure matters most after without rule of law disappears? What is the critical thing that you focus on or would focus on in your community, your tribe, your group, your posse?
Water.
Water.
My man.
You got 3 days.
Yep. That's fair. Totally fair. Why water? Why 3 days? Explain that to the people at home that are trying to catch up.
Technically, everybody says 3 days, but if you're out busting your hump, I mean, you're going to need it's going to be a lot shorter than 3 days. I mean, water is one of the biggest things. You've got to have it. Yeah, I mean, you can go. Everybody says 30 days without food and stuff like that. Yeah, you can go a heck of a lot longer without food than you can water. Yeah, I would jump on water first get-go and have redundancies for water.
Amen. Yeah, that's a great one. In fact, I would caveat that by saying I agree 1,000%. Our previous MAG meeting, that was what we drilled home. Water, how to filter it, how to move it, how to store it, all those things. That's great. Great answer.
And then actually figure out how much water you're going to need. You know, everybody says a gallon per person per day, which is BS.
That's pure minimum not to die.
Yep.
I shoot for 3 to 5 per person per day. And then also you got to look at your livestock.
Yeah.
I've figured out in the heat of summer how much water I go through for my sheep and my pigs and the chickens. Yeah. So I figured that out because you're going to go through the most of your water in the dead heat of summer. So if you figure it on that, it's like, okay, cool. We've got wintertime handled. So figure that out. And once you figure that, it takes a stinking whole lot of water.
Have you made a video? I remember back in the day you were making videos about how many chickens would you need, how many pigs would you need, how many goats, how many cows. Have you done a video over at Kentucky Sustainable Living about water specifically?
I think I have. I know I've talked about it a bunch. I could probably rehash and do a whole water video on it because I've done all the math and all that stuff and handwritten everything and figured out how many totes I need and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. We're gonna have to share some links to that. Look for that down in the comments. We'll troll through Jason's videos. We'll find that and we'll share it to you guys in the comments later on. We'll take note of that. That's great. Nicole, let's address the elephant in the room, or the antlers on your head, or the cock on your chin.
Not on my chin
Ooh.
anymore. It's at my right hand.
It's just
Yes.
sitting on the table.
It was on the
Lifeless.
chin. Nicole, this is a great question because I introduced you at the beginning of this as the headmistress of Reliance, a Self-Reliance Festival, and I say that half-heartedly because really and truthfully, you are kind of you are the matriarch, or you are kind of the driving force behind what's going on out there in your neck of the woods, in the holler, so to speak. So this is a very personal question, and in particular, regards to what we're doing here online tonight, right? So we have this really cool community. We talk about all these cool things on these YouTube videos. We make videos, whatever. But why is in-person community irreplaceable right now versus the virtual Reddit world or YouTube world?
Good question for her. Good question.
Well, they haven't figured out how to fake people believably yet.
Hey, that's pretty hardcore.
So you can see videos coming out now that are fairly persuasive that it's a real thing happening. They can mimic your voice to where it's almost indiscernible. A friend of mine is doing podcast episodes on a voice mimicker that he trained on himself. And the only reason I could tell is that I have a background as a linguist and I'm a musician, and there were some very slight subtleties that'll probably be gone within the next 6 months. So in person right now, you can tell that the person you're talking to is the person you're talking to. And then if you think about how humans process information, I think it's 80%, maybe 85% of how we process information is nonverbal.
Yes.
So it's on visual cues, it's sense, it's all body language, tone of voice, all of that stuff really impacts how we're processing the information that we get from people. And when we only have virtual, a lot of that is truncated, right? So I think those two reasons are key. And all of that is around establishing real relationships and trust.
Yeah.
So when you establish real relationships and trust, you have real community. You can tell in a situation, if you're doing like a community build, who jumps in to help, who never helps, who never shows up. That's the same people who are not going to show up if there's an actual problem. Who's good at electrical wiring, who can pour concrete, all of those things. You end up with people naturally falling into roles. And when you do that in person over time, not only do you get to know each other better, but you're already comfortable working together. And if there is a problem, you're already comfortable working together, and you're not like navigating all the butt hurt that can come up when you just ask somebody to do something without the word please or something, which in my world, like if you're going to be in the holler as part of the holler crew and I ask you to do something and I don't say please, it's not that I didn't mean please, it's that I didn't say it in that moment because I didn't.
It needed to get done.
And, and I am truly thankful when people help. And I do try to say please, but sometimes it's like, crap, the water's gushing everywhere. Hand me the wrench, man, or whatever it is that I need, since Plumber Mick is in here.
Hello, Plumber Mick. Yeah, you don't say please in that moment. You just say now. I need that now. Give me the thing.
Command hand.
Yes, you command hand that situation. And Nicole, again, in the matriarchal role that you play in that, you're 100% correct. None of us, I think, could have said or elaborated more clearly or perfectly in that regard. Because again, as you said it so clearly, when things are going to shit, when you look to your left, you look to your right, you look behind you, it's those people that are standing beside you. Those are the ones. That's the real people. Those are the real ones. Those are your people. So very well said.
Considering we're in the YouTube world right now, I'll tell you right now, it's very easy to find out who the real doers are versus the non-doers based on what they do in person versus what they provide and show you behind the screen.
Oh, yes. The keyboard ninjas that have grown beyond the persona of, actually.
Right. I am proud to say that nobody in this particular live is somebody who only pretends online. I've watched everybody. You You and both of you, I've watched all of you actually work to do the things you claim you do. So I'm proud and humbled to be in the presence of doers.
You as well, brother. Look at that. Virtual high five.
I'll tell you what, if you don't do them for a little while, you're not as good at them.
Yeah.
That's true.
I learned that lesson on a deer tonight. Like I haven't butchered a deer in a couple of years. Just haven't had one. And one was dropped off for me by a neighbor. Bless his heart, in the Oregon way of the word, not the Southern way of the word. I'm super about it. But I had, you know how you cut the ham out and you got to hit that joint just right? Yeah, it didn't. On the first side, I didn't. And then I was like, okay, Nicole, you need to cut a little further this down.
Yep.
Yes.
So I have a like a handle for one of my hams right now because I went too far up.
You were a little rusty, and that's okay. That's expected. But again, as we stated earlier, you were out there doing the thing, and you were sharpening yourself in the way that iron sharpens iron, and I commend you for that, Nicole.
Plus venison, like we have venison this year.
Yay!
Yes. We just had some loin at our end of year party, some deer loin. That was fantastic. It was like bacon wrapped. It was like, I don't know, it was like filet. That was so
it was it was a lot like prime rib.
Oh, it was so good.
The Todd, our audio guy.
We missed you, the Todd. Thank you so much for that. That was wonderful venison.
Yep.
Let's go to Bobby, and then we'll go to Will. Bobby, what is the most overlooked risk people are preparing for right now?
Sanitation.
Why?
Hands down, sanitation. Because it's easy to buy bullets, it's easy to buy beans, and it's easy to buy silver. But understanding that when the water stops flowing, you can't just wipe your ass as easily as you do now, or females with their periods, or little kids with, picking their nose and then touching themselves and then rubbing their eyes and getting pink eye. Sanitation will kill more people quicker than anything. And sanitation is everything from water purification to trash disposal to pest mitigation. How many preppers or homesteaders actually have a plan in place to get rid of trash when there are no longer trash trucks running and able to go out and push their little privileged pail out to the road? How many people know what to burn, what not to burn? How many people know what to recycle, what not to recycle? How many people know how to take a baggie you put your candy in and maybe wash it out to reuse it and not just throw it away? We have a very disposable, very cheap, disposable society right now that does not know how not to just throw things away.
Hello, little kitty.
Trash is going to build up. Feces is going to build up. Menstrual pads are going to build up. And if you think you're just going to burn everything, you're wrong.
That's very good. Very well stated. I would agree with you. Again, X gets the square. In that regard, it is really true that we do live in a disposable landfill society.
Yep.
People have become so used to just pushing the cart out there, like you said, on whatever day of the week. And then magically, when they come home, it's like the magic coffee table, the things disappeared.
Yep.
They're like, I don't know how this keeps happening, but it does. If you don't know what the magic coffee table is, you should Google that. And if you're a husband and you don't know what the magic coffee table is, shame on you. Jason's smiling. He knows.
I think it's like a magic four-wheeler, isn't it? There's a magic coffee table here, but outside of my house, there's a magic four-wheeler that never needs gas.
Oh, yes, exactly.
It's amazing. It's been going for like 3 years now. No gas.
Yep.
I don't know how, but every time I go outside, I get on the four-wheeler, it's full of gas. It's magic. But wait, I have a laundry basket that's the same way.
I've got one of those.
Empty itself?
Yes.
You got what?
I've got one of those.
Laundry basket. It's always empty. Somehow, I put things in it, and the next day I come back and they're gone. But there's more. Then they end up folded and magically back in my closet. I don't. Magic.
Check your mail privilege, sir. Check your mail privilege, sir.
Yes, we are living in the 2000s. I'm sorry. All right, moving right along. Riverside Book. Took on Wilson. You smoking a little old Toby there in your pipe? What do you got there tonight?
A little bit of Kentucky longleaf.
Got some KC Red. For his employer, it is purely for looks.
Manual review. It's purely for looks.
Yeah, it's purely for looks. Well, what does adaptability look like to you when the plan goes to shit? You're a planner, right? You're a very tactical individual. Will, you're one of the most well-rounded individuals when it comes to the way your mind works. So in this regard, what does adaptability look like when the plan goes to shit?
Between like there's a gap between what you can plan for and then what's going to happen, and obviously you need to have a bit of an idea, conceptualization of the possibilities of how things can fall apart. But beyond that, the only thing that you can bring into that situation is past experience and knowledge. So adaptability is every moment that came before that point. Adaptability is every time that you decided you would take on a problem yourself and conquer it. So when you have gone through life, every time that you've run into one of those issues with that mindset of, I can conquer this issue, I can fix this, I can solve this, this is a solvable problem, you develop the this is a solvable problem mindset. And instead of getting bogged down in the things didn't go to what I wanted them to be, things aren't how I want them to be, your brain will start working through the problem mechanically. So instead of looking at it like this is my plan failing, this is an opportunity for me to exercise all of my skill set in this moment, push past it and get to the end point, see what I want, figure out how to get there.
Love it. So it's getting in touch with your inner MacGyver, and then not only getting in touch with, but applying that to whatever situation you find yourself in.
And I think if you kind of approach your general issues like that, small issues, smaller level issues, you will get to the point where larger level issues are more approachable, because it's like a snowball effect in your brain. Solving problems is something where the longer you've done it, the more often you've done it, it's a muscle that will be usable for bigger tasks.
Amen. Amen. That's one of the chat GTP conundrum questions of the age. Because again, like you said, that muscle, if it's used, it will grow stronger. But if not, like, Nicole had kind of implied earlier, you forget things as muscle memory fades. So that's 100%. We eat an elephant. Speaking of elephants, how? Well, one bite at a time. That's right. Very well spoken. Thank you, Will. We expect nothing less. Okay, rotating back around. Shelly. Wait, you're not here. Never mind. Sorry, Shelly. We miss you, Shelly. Wah, wah, wah.
Feel better, but feel better. Feel better.
Yes, we love you. We miss you. Shelly always has great answers too. So I'm kind of disappointed right now. Not that Jason doesn't have fantastic answers tonight, because Jason, we were talking about it earlier. Jason's got like the Santa Claus thing. He's gonna do Santa. You're gonna do Santa for your thing, right?
I don't know. If I might. It depends.
Okay. We're trying to peer pressure Jason into doing Santa. So all of you in the comment section tonight, type Jason equals Santa, right? Let's peer pressure Jason.
Yes.
Send it to his church. Recap.
Jason equals Santa.
Yes, please and thank you. Help us peer pressure Jason. We appreciate that. Okay, Jason, where do preparedness plans most often break down? So, like, the finer plans of mice and men, right? In the grand scheme of things, you are a tactical individual. You have a grand plan. I've heard some of your gleamings and what you plan to do. So in this regard, where do preparedness plans most often break down?
The fantasy of all of it.
Elaborate.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I did. All right. My morning show this morning was Tuesday, not Doomsday. So all these people are prepping for Doomsday, and they're like, oh man, I've got my bunker. I've got this. I've got 15 ARs and 100,000 rounds of ammo and all this. And then Tuesday happens, and they got a flat tire on their truck, and they're like, okay, it's the world's end. There's no way to fix their flat tire. So the people live in a fantasy world of, hey, the balloon went up. I'm going to do this. As soon as the balloon goes up, I'm getting all my family, and I've got family from North Carolina to California to Mexico. Everybody's going to come here in our family compound. We're all going to jump in the bunker, and everybody's going to be SEAL Team 6 with their plate carriers, their ARs, and all this stuff. And in reality, it's like, that's a bunch of BS. That's your plan. That's great. You're going to die because nobody's going to get, from California to Kentucky in a deal like that. It's like, you've got to have a realistic plan. You've got to think about the stuff. Bobby brought up sanitation. Sanitation is going to kill a bunch of people. Start with your food, water, shelter, sanitation, that stuff right there. Start with it. And then it's like, hey, we need to think about security also. And then you build out layers of that stuff. But everybody wants all the cool guy ninja stuff.
Yep.
Plate carriers, ARs, night vision. People will buy night vision and they don't have a year's supply of food.
Yep.
It's like, cool, bro. I hope you can see that, see with your night vision when you're 50 pounds and getting ready to die because you hadn't eaten ever.
Yep.
So I think it fails. I think the failure point is the fantasy world. It's that whole meme of the guy, that's got the backpack, and it's like when SHTF happens, you grab your bug out bag and your SKS and head to the woods.
Yeah.
It's a total fantasy world right there.
Prepper porn. It's prepper porn.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. We were talking about that a little bit before this whole thing started. We were discussing a particular tool. Will, brought over for show and tell before the show started. And just like what you'd mentioned, all of those things are well and good when you're on, MIL Team 7 instead of SEAL Team 6.
Yep.
And you live in that fantasy world of online and not real life. We get together and we do shit, right? We fight together, we bleed together, we train together, we work together. I know my boundaries, I know your boundaries, you know mine. But beyond that, having the real world expectation or use of value beyond just what you read on Reddit, that's real practicality in the rubber meets the road. So well said, Jason. Thank you. What did Scott say there? Scott said, that was my plan when I was younger and stronger. And back when I did not have a protrusion in my what?
Back when it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, back when it wouldn't have been a problem. That's right, Scott. Okay, we'll do one quick one, Nicole, and then we're gonna pivot. It's almost the top of the half hour. We'll do our classic plug. Nicole, what trend in preparedness concerns you the most right now?
What trend?
Piggybacking off Jason's there.
So, I have to have been paying attention to trends to answer this question, right?
Oh, snap.
So you're not following the fact that the Island Boys are now never mind. I'm an Island boy.
It's actually very easy. It's the conspiracies.
Yeah.
It's always the same trend. It's something happens and it's like, Erica Kirk is a lizard person because you watch her eyes and they're shake and she's being controlled by remote control to take over control and change the narrative in the world to, I don't know. Okay.
Right.
That's just one example. And the thing is that conspiracies happen.
Yep.
And people read more conspiracy into conspiracy than conspiracy could ever possibly provide for us.
Yep.
And
it's crowdsourcing.
None of that matters.
None
of it matters. You gotta what can you control? Can you control Erica Kirk's shaky eyes? No, you cannot. Can you control if 9/11 was an inside job or not? No, you cannot. Do some of those conspiracies make people wake up and realize, oh, gee, I need to do something? Yes, they do. And so that's the good part. But we as preppers and as prepared people need to reach out when people are kind of in that, oh no, my world just melted. I trusted everything and now I can trust nothing. And even the cord that plugs my phone in is listening to me now. And say, okay, but so what if it is? What can you do? And what you can do are the same things we've been doing, right? Is covering your water, your food, your shelter, your energy, your sanitation. Basic. And when you do that, right, your financial well-being, my friends. Some of you are squirming uncomfortably in your chair. Pay off your debts. Get your money under control. Thumbs up.
She's talking to you right now. Oh, yeah, look at that.
If you think I'm talking to you, I'm 100% talking to you. I know exactly who you are, and I'm talking to you.
Conspiracy! How dare you?
If you do that, your life is better. Like I had my car dump all its oil in a parking lot this weekend on my way to choir rehearsal. And because I have a backup vehicle, I care, but I don't care.
Right.
Axel brought out the truck. The car I have AAA. That's part of my preps, right? AAA towed it to my mechanic. I went to choir rehearsal. We had a concert. People are like, aren't you upset? I'm like, I don't even know what's wrong with the car right now. I just know it had oil and then the oil was on the ground and I figured I should turn the thing off and then go from there. Yeah. So that makes your life better, but having those things in place makes it better in a crisis too, because if that car had done that when I needed it to bug out, there would have been a second car and I could have jumped into the truck and kept going.
Yep, you had a plan on top of a plan. You had redundancy, so that's fantastic. So the trend that kills preparedness, the trend in preparedness that concerns you the most is conspiracies, or the ability to take that and run wild with it, right? Where people will often think, oh no, the end of the world's going to happen December 19th, right?
Right. Bear said it best at our festival when he sat there and said, I have responded to 24 tornadoes, several hurricanes, and an earthquake, and I have never found the Russians at the end of a tornado, an earthquake, or a hurricane. Well, the number one threat you have is the sky. If you don't know who Bear Independent is, I suggest you go find his channel, because the guy shouts wisdom, and he probably believes in some of the conspiracies, as do everybody here.
Oh, we're here.
But the fact of the matter is, you can't do anything about it.
Going down the rabbit trail, you waste 2 weeks of your life researching that conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
You just wasted 2 weeks of your life figuring out how to have water.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
You in the crowd right now, you know who she's talking to. Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Right now. Knock it off. Okay, so top of the half hour. We're going to go into a quick little rundown. If you guys don't mind, we're going to plug a couple of sponsors. We appreciate it. We don't do this on our own. This is all in a part of Accordance with Love, collaboration. We work with very, very cool networks of people. Self-Reliance Festival, Kentucky Sustainable Living. We mentioned Bear Independent from the Bear Independent channel. But we're going to talk about a couple of our show sponsors this evening.
Sure.
Bobby, who would we like to talk about this evening?
I have 3 sponsors I want to push, and then at the end of that, we're going to talk about something special Jason is doing. Okay. So, as you know, we are all part Self-Reliance Festival, Kentucky Sustainable Living, and Midwest Preparedness Project, part of a greater project called the Great American Preparedness Tour. And the idea is you can travel around the United States, attend each of our events at different seasons, and when you do so, you can collect certain tokens. And if you can show proof at the end of the year, there's a Self-Reliance Festival token. We have a Kentucky Sustainable Living token right here. You will get a lithograph or a laser engraved Great American Preparedness Tour Mora knife. So in the spirit of the Great American Preparedness Tour and bringing this spirit of preparedness and the spirit of homesteading and the spirit of doing bigger and better things than just sitting around circle jerking around the internet all day, I want to bring out Hollow Roast. Nicole's company, Hollow Roast, is literally the official copy of the Great American Preparedness Tour. You can find Hollow Roast at all of the events being provided to showgoers or to speakers or to the staff. It's always on tap at Midwest Preparedness. I know it's always on tap at Self-Reliance Festival. It's on tap every mag meeting we have at Kentucky Sustainable Living. You will find Hollow Roast in some facet at every single one. The website is down below, hollowroast.com. Please go check them out. They give coffee to all of the events on the Great American Preparedness Tour and more.
They keep us hyped, so that way we can continue doing the fun things that you enjoy.
They keep the hype man hyped. Absolutely. I don't know how much of that I was drinking just to keep my throat normal while I was at SRF and at Midwest Preparedness. Next year, I've agreed to go and MC the Kentucky Sustainable Living event for Jason. So hot beverages keep the throat healthy when you're talking from the stage, as I often do. Yep. I also want to bring up Practical Survival. Practical Survival probably gives the most material support to the tour. I know that they give all of these 3 events, life straws or a type of water straw, bivy shelters. They're also the people behind the actual card game that we are playing tonight, WROL, Without Rule of Law. My good friend, JD Dutra, is one of the creators of the game, as well as Southern Prepper 1. You might know him. Go check out his YouTube channel, Southern Prepper 1. They created this game, which is the basis of what we do here at Midwest. We also play it at SRF. Whenever I MC Nicole's events, she has me asking questions, crowd engagement. I'm sure that Jason's going to ask the same of me when I'm there next summer. So go check out Practical Survival and Without Rule of Law, the card game. Links in the description below.
Yep.
And then what would I would be remiss if I did not bring up our good friend Rebecca from Red Flyer Media. She is the official videographer of the Great American Preparedness Tour. She has been to our event. She has been to Nicole's event, and she is planning to go to, I believe, Jason and Shelley's event to help with AV, to help with capturing video, and to do all the things necessary to make sure that we can actually archive the amount of work that we do. So to Rebecca from Red Flyer Media, from all of us to you, you are a darling, a sweetheart. We freaking adore you.
We love you, Becca.
So with that being said, those are the three sponsors of this evening's episode. Jason, before we got started, you mentioned that KSL is also doing something with medical bags. Why don't you talk about that?
There's a really cool thing on that shelf behind you there. What is that? You want to tell us about that?
That's one of that's our vehicle med bag. We've started doing it's been a hot minute since we started, but we're doing first aid kits, custom built for you. We're building everything here. Doing all that. We've got IFACs, vehicle med bags, OSHA kits, and then all the supplies, individual supplies and all that. So you can get that at the website under the sustainability store. So we've got all
these
stuff.
Packs, Jason?
What's that?
What's inside these packs that makes them so special?
The vehicle med bag, you can take the vehicle med bag and it's going to treat everything from a traumatic, like a gunshot wound, all the way down to when Johnny gets his knee scraped at baseball practice. It's an awesome bag. It's an awesome bag to keep in your vehicle. I mean, it'll do whatever you want it to do. I mean, every type of injury that you're going to have, it's got something in there to treat it. Also, the IFACs. The IFACs are going to take care. I mean, you can attach those to your plate carrier. You can put them in your truck. Do whatever you want to with those. And we got pretty much every color that you could want. Different tourniquets. We carry the cat tourniquets and the soft tourniquets are the two tourniquets we decided to carry.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. Very practically priced. Very preparedness minded priced. So yeah.
Very good. Well, those are the sponsors of tonight's show. That's a new product that Kentucky Sustainable Living is promoting. You should check out their website. Check out all the other sponsors we mentioned tonight. And with that, Patrick, I send it back to you, sir.
Yep. As my great friend, the MC of the MPP, Mr. Bobby Spagnolo, says, if you carry a firearm and you don't carry a tournament, then
fuck you.
Yes.
Yep. I'll say it. I don't care.
Thank you. FCC be damned.
Yep. You know what? Screw the FCC. If you carry a gun every day and you do not carry medical with you, you're a retard.
You know, we saw some really strange things happen down at the Bondi Beach. And speaking of news and conspiracy things,
yep,
there was a lot of people that just recently got injured. God bless you, people, especially to the victims that were going on, that were a part of that incident. You know, I don't know how many people in that scenario had firearms, but it didn't seem like it was very many. You know, in most scenarios, the thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is what?
A good guy with a gun.
And the thing that stops the people that are bleeding out that are victims of the bad guy with a gun are what?
Good guys who have more than guns.
The guys that have the Kentucky Sustainable Living IFACs. Get yours today at KentuckySustainableLiving.com.
Boom.
Yep. Outstanding. Thank you very much. That was a fantastic plug, Bobby. Thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you.
Going back, what do we got? We got somebody in the comments there, Bobby, at the top.
Where do I go to that?
On the right.
Oh.
Yep. Bam.
Let's see here.
So, Holler.
What's this? Hollow roast bourbon cooled. Oh.
It comes in a classic tin.
Oh, yeah. Get yours today. Collectible.
I probably only have about 10 pounds of that bourbon cooled left at this point. We only had 40.
Oh, get it while you can.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. What is that? William Starr? What did William Starr say there? What do you think about Bear saying war in 12 months? Oh, yeah, that was
Oh, well.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but
I'll tackle that one.
Yeah, you want to touch it lightly?
Sure, lightly. If anybody was going to give you good advice, it would be Bear.
Yeah.
And
He's a tactical dude.
He's a tactical dude. He has his finger on the pulse of many things. And out of all the talking heads on the YouTubes, I would say that Mr. TJ probably knows best. understand that there's always a chance nothing happens because things happen behind the scenes we can't possibly know. This is where we get into that conspiracy stuff that Nicole was talking about. But the fact is that the world is a powder keg. All the pieces are in place. But greater is he that is with us than he that is within the world. I do not fear the Russians or the Chinese or the North Koreans or the Iranians or Antifa. I don't fear the alphabet crew. I don't fear any of that. I go forward into the world every single day with my Savior and with my gun and with my tourniquet, and I face the world every single day. The armor of God. Nothing else matters. So I would say that TJ is probably more correct than anybody else you're going to find on YouTube.
Yep.
Just know that if it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean he wasn't following the correct trends. It means things happened behind the scenes that stopped bad things from happening, which is generally what happens.
I will never forget the dialogue we had at Self-Reliance Festival a couple of seasons back when TJ was one of Nicole's featured speakers, and it was right after the hurricane.
Yep.
And they were talking about their deployment with Grindstone, their deployment with the folks that were boots on the ground, where they were literally engaging with Alphabet Boys and trying to render aid and being stopped. Like, it was crazy. Yep. I'll never forget. Bobby comes back after having a conversation with TJ, and he's like, "This is one of the first dudes I've ever met. I would literally follow this dude in combat. Like, we will go put heads on pikes.
Yep.
F around and find out." Our good friend Sean with Country Mama Farms. That could be Sean. I'm assuming that's Sean and not Mama.
Sean, or who knows?
Oh, it could be either. Both of them are quality people.
They are. They are fantastic people from the Longhorn State, because everything's bigger.
Hook them.
But you know what? I'm a Boomer Sooner guy. It's fine. But anyway, sorry, don't hold that against me, Sean. Moving right along, Bobby. When does preparedness become obsession, and how do you avoid that?
Preparedness becomes obsession when it destroys your family that you're trying to save. When you cannot be the head of your house or the matriarch of your house, whatever the case may be, and prepare in a way that doesn't drive your children and your spouse completely away, then it's become an obsession.
You speak like you're speaking from experience.
Been there, done that, man. I hit it hard. I came home. I've been a prepper since 1997, okay? Before that word even existed.
The date on that one, kids.
But when my wife and I got married, I was kind of still treading that prepper water, and then I went to Iraq and came back with that classic ideology that I had learned everything, that I knew all was a lie, nothing was true. And I delved hard into it to the point where my wife didn't want to do it anymore. My kids didn't want to do it anymore because I thought I had to do all this shit. So yeah, don't let it become an obsession. Find a way to include the wife and kids, which is what we do with the Great American Preparedness Tour, with all of our events that are now family friendly, involving all members of the family. That's the imperative. Don't alienate your spouse. Don't alienate your children, because then what the hell are you prepping for? A bunker where you're going to be all alone.
That's right. Because in that world, you're 100%. I love that. Because the obsession part of that, it's easy to get drawn into that, right?
Yep.
It's easy to get into the obscene world of Reddits and all of the conspiracy theories, the tinfoil hat stuff that drives people into those spirals of self-destruction. And I've experienced it. You've experienced it. We've all experienced it at some point in time where you're like, man, that was a dark rabbit hole I was down. Thank you for whoever that pulled me back, right?
Yep.
And it's often our spouse or our buddies that are like, Patrick, check yourself. Like, you're crazy right now. You have way too many cans of cream corn.
Jesus.
It's ridiculous.
No. Cream corn is of the devil.
It is of the devil, Bobby Boucher.
It's just freaking corn. Like, what's wrong with it?
Oh.
Jason, we have a question from him or her, they or them, whatever their pronoun may be. Sean from Country Mama Farm says, question for Jason, Baofeng. Which one for someone that doesn't have a ham license yet? Is it
it's Sean.
It is Sean. It is Sean. All right, come on. Woo.
I like the ARM. Let me see which one. It's the ARM. Let me pull it up on the website. It's the AR5RM is the one that I like. It's actually, now once you get your ham license, it opens up a lot more stuff, but it will do, we can program it to do FRS, GMRS, MERS, and then you can pick up all the local NOAA stations and stuff. But we can do it also, program it. You get 2 meter, which is a ham band. You get the 1.25 meter, which is another ham band. You get 70 centimeter. So it's actually a tri-band radio. And we've got it set up to where we'll program those and then do a consultation with you on actually showing you how to use that radio.
And do you like that better than the UA5R,
Yeah.
what the standard Bale
Oh,
thing?
God,
UV5.
Yeah, I like it. Well, the big thing is that I like about it is it's a 10 watt, and then it's also got the 1.25 meter band, because if you really look at it, not a lot of people are using that 1.25 band. Everybody's on 2 meter and 70 centimeter for UHF, VHF stuff. The 1.25, I turned one of the radios on and put it on 1.25 and listened while I was down here working one night. Crickets, not a word was said on that band. And I'm like, dude, you got it all to yourself.
Yep.
Sweet.
Scott Harrison, are you still out there in the comment section? Give us a thumbs up if you're still alive and watching this stream while you're working on wiring and chasing gremlins from a car real quick.
He's probably drinking very good scotch and smoking a very good cigar right
Scott
now.
drinks the best scotch. Like, I've had some weird Lafroig at his house. It tasted like it was strained through a chimney and then 6 layers of peat moss.
That sounds delightful.
I know, right?
Right? It was delightful. He told me how much it cost per ounce. And hey, Rosie, how you doing, man? It was staggering, the cost of such
Scotch
good
is expensive, and it does. It feels like you've gone to the Scottish Highlands, walked out into a green meadow with a fjord on the side of you, reached down into the creek, pulled out a smooth stone, and licked the peat from the side of it.
You know what? The last time we were hanging out at Scott's and I tried that, I wanted to lift my kilt and shake my willy at the English. It was that good. The English, excuse me.
The English.
The English. All right, Scott. I'm hoping Scott's out there in the crowd, but I guess if Scott is not out there in the crowd, we'll just field this one to someone in the crowd this evening. So, speaking of conspiracies, let's go to the crowd this evening. Rosie, you're more than welcome to comment on this. So this one's going to you in the comment section this evening.
There's 23 of them. Someone's going to have an opinion. These are preppers.
Someone out there's got an opinion on this. There's a handful more on the Facebook page. So let's see here. So I know some of you have been tracking this in terms of conspiracy. I know there's a good friend of mine who's in there right now. You go to church with me. We share a church pew. You know who you are. I'm not calling you out, Shan. But if World War III begins on December 19th, like they're claiming, right? Who's following that? Anybody tracking that?
Nope.
That they're worried about World War III and some other things going on December 19th? What changes immediately at your local level? What are you doing right now, Rosie? Who's your plumber guy? Plumber guy Mick? You still out there, plumber Mick? William? Who is out there in the comments section and wants to jump on that grenade?
I'll jump on that grenade if they don't. Sheesh.
Yep. If not, Nicole's going to take this one. So, what happens if World War III begins on December 19th? What changes immediately at your local level? The plumber guy, he's still here.
William.
William's making popcorn for this one. I love it. Now we got some questions. We got some answers coming in.
All right. Well, let's look at some of these questions or answers. My bottle of scotch about made me crap my pants when they said that's $90, please, and they didn't even offer to kiss me.
Wow. Wow, those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up, brother.
Unlock the gun cabinet is what we have here from Plumbing Mickey. Yeah, making popcorn, still here. I finally got my knife, so I'm excited from Rosie.
Yep.
Nicole, what are you going to do?
Yep. Lay it on us, Nicole.
I am going to roast a whole lamb.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Which is what I'm doing anyway on the 19th.
There you go.
Because
So you're
there's
saying
nothing, if World War III
nothing
starts,
happens.
there's nothing I can do at that hot minute, and the lamb needs to be roasted. And we're having, anybody who wants to come at 12 o'clock on Saturday for the Christmas reception can do so. And I got to have a lamb for that. And what better way to organize people than just keep going with that event so we can talk to each other about what to do next.
So really, Nicole, nothing changes. You are just rolling along as if
I mean, of course things would change after that, but on the day of, we just got it. The community harder.
Yep.
Yep, 100%. That's exactly what I would hope you would say is that one of the best T-shirts I've seen Nicole rock or any of us rock at this point. Grandma just called it Tuesday. Well, Nicole calls that Thursday, right? The 19th is no. What is that? Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
Friday.
Nicole just calls that Friday, so it's no big deal. Everything's the same.
I
Yeah,
promise
that's
most
what we
people will do
t-shirt.
nothing.
Well, I still have to go to work.
Yeah, well, I still have to go to work.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I think I'm still gonna have to show up to work on time, guys.
Oh man.
I'm telling you this much,
Crazily.
if I did, get a weird text from one of my buddies, because I would be at work that particular day, most likely, whenever the apocalypse starts, when zombies start biting people, whatever it is, right? Bigfoot comes out and says it's trying to take over the world. I mean, Trump, whatever. It's cool. What are we saying here? So the Homestead Consultant. Hey, look at that! It's the
Homestead Consultant.
Using all of my YouTube accounts to give me a thumbs up. Thank you.
There you go.
Consultant. Yeah. World War III kicks off on the 19th? Question mark. I don't know. You tell me, Kim. If you listen to Bear Independent, there's a 20% chance, or 1 in 5, that happens within the next year. So, Debbie in Texas said she's coming all the way up there to have some lamb with you.
I mean,
I'll tell you what I do.
What are you gonna do, Bobby?
So back in the day when I was online gaming a lot, I played with a guy from Russia. We were actually buddies. He was Russian.
Or just played?
Played Fallout 76, a post-apocalyptic game.
Okay.
He was Russian. I was American. We called ourselves specifically Team Collusion.
Oh.
And the whole idea was going to be that if Russia and the U.S. ever went to war, we both were so opposed to the state that we wouldn't take sides. He'd find a way to get over here. We would take Soviet airdrops of RPKs and RKMs and sell them to all the militias, because why should it just be the dirty bankers that make money during war? Why not the rednecks too?
So now you're gonna have to change your tactics to drones and RPGs.
Yeah. It's a different time now. Drones and ATGMs.
Yeah. I love this.
Bootleg
How do we know
drone
that
for
World War
everybody.
III even kicked off? Like, that's the bigger question here.
What's that?
How do we know World War III kicks off specifically on a day at a time?
That's a great question. What qualifies a world war? I mean,
That is true. If you think about it, Pearl Harbor kicked off World War II for America, allegedly. But 9/11
what kicked
didn't
it off before
kick
that?
off World War III for us,
Yeah,
allegedly.
Exactly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess
I feel like it was an assassination.
What's that?
I mean, World War II, that wasn't really what
World War I was
World
the
War I.
assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. World War II was Pearl Harbor.
Well, the sinking of the
Lusitania was when America joined,
Technically.
but
Oh, yeah,
we still
sorry.
count this. Like, we don't know they're a world war until years later. That's the start of the world war
Right.
until years
It
later.
always
Like, but the
simmers at the
war was
local
already
level
going
until it
on.
ripples out.
well before Pearl
I mean,
Harbor.
if you really think about it, World War III's already started.
I would agree with that. I would actually agree with that.
Here we go. Santa Claus for the win. Bring it home.
I mean, in all reality, look at it. Our government is not doing a damn thing for us. They don't care about us. They're sending tons of money to Ukraine, tons of money to Israel for stupid shit that they keep starting. Israel's over there just poking everybody, saying, hey, let's start a big war so we can fulfill our prophecy of the Jews.
Red heifers.
And the United States government is just like, here's all the money. We're going to back you up when you do dumb shit. World War III's already started. And if you don't think it has, you're stupid. We just have not been involved, and there's not people over on our soil shooting at us. But there's shit going on all across the world. We're one step. And honestly, it's probably not 20%. You've always got a 50-50 chance on starting World War III.
Yep. 100%.
So World War III is not a kinetic war yet. It's
correct.
that fifth generational
Asymmetrical.
All that's been going on for years. So we've been in World War III for years now. We just don't know.
Well, you don't think all those food processing plants 4 years ago in the U.S. just happened to burn down, or have planes crash into them, or had to be wiped out by the FDA because of swine, bird, llama flu? I mean, asymmetrical warfare is absolutely happening right now. We've been living in World War III, in my opinion, since 9/11. I think 9/11 was the opening salvo, and we can debate what that opening salvo and who was behind it. But the fact is that was the opening salvo. The old edifice was brought down. It was a ceremonial act, and now we have been fighting for 24 years across the globe asymmetrically and using proxies to do all of our dirty work. And I think you're right. Ukraine, Israel, all of it. It's all part of it.
I love this. This dialogue is fantastic. This is exactly why we do these things. Not for our benefit, because, I mean, we can sound cool in an echo chamber, but realistically, putting all of these headsheds together and then getting this dynamic feedback from one another, this is really why we do this.
We've graduated from Christmas to graduated Christmas.
Yes.
So I mean, if you look at it technically, the question was, if World War III kicks off on the 19th, what are we going to do? We're doing it right now because World War III technically is kicked off. Nicole is still doing, she's still running her business and running SRF. Y'all are still doing Midwest. I'm still doing my contracting business, and I'm still doing Kentucky Sustainable Living. So it's like we're doing the same shit and just getting more and more prepared every day. You ought to bring your preparedness up one step every day. You know,
100%.
And it doesn't have to be a big jump. It's taking steps on stuff. Take that step every day to improve yourself. And it really doesn't matter when technically World War III kicks off, because you've been busting your ass and going up that set of steps for years now.
Toeing the line. I love it.
And maybe we don't notice World War III because we're not part of the EBT tribe, because we're not reliant on systems, because we don't sit there watching Twitter all day, because we're not just constantly hanging on the words of YouTube prophets. Maybe we don't notice that it's already started because we've created a world for ourselves in which, well, if it happens, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it doesn't really matter.
And if it goes kinetic here, nothing, like, you just have to deal with that when it happens. And some people are going to be gone who you wish weren't gone. You might be gone or injured, but that if you plan your life around that's happening on the 19th, and your picture of what that is nukes flying or what, I don't even know, drones or whatever.
Flocks of birds.
You're not doing the most important things that you can do for your life and for your spirituality and for your family and for everything that you need to do every day.
100%.
So obsessing about it, starting on, I've been watching. I mean, we have a joke at SRF. Every time we have an event, there's either an alien invasion supposed to happen then, or World War III is starting, or I don't even know. Zombie apocalypse is scheduled for that time. There's always something on a specific date.
Yeah.
And 100%. Usually,
nothing happens. Birds.
That's just it. So in that regard, if World War III started on December 19th, what would we do? I suspect that everyone here in this room, everyone on the other end of this video stream, and then everyone in the comment section this evening would not do anything, not a damn thing different, because first and foremost, they are prepared, they are self-reliant, and they are living a sustainable living. Right?
Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, we'll do a couple of more, and then we'll wind it down. It's getting a little late in the evening. I know some of our our carriages.
We got more people online watching us now than we did at the beginning. Keep going, boss. Charge forward.
But ask Jason first, because I'm going to be right back.
All right.
There we go. Jason's up next.
Nicole's going to take a potty break. Smoke them if you got them, kids. There's where was she at? So I think her name was Linda. Okay, so Linda, let's talk about this. Let's dive in a little bit here, Linda. So this question is going to go straight to Riverside Will.
Oh, no.
And then anyone else who wants to field this question. Okay?
Yes, someone brought it up.
So if the Atlas 3I comet, which is supposed to be coming into contact with our inner solar system on the 19th, if it turns out to be not just a comet, what's the first move your community is going to make, Will?
Throw a party.
You're not going to go climb to the top of the nearest, tallest building and say, take me.
Who has the coolest telescope? Let's look. I don't necessarily have a worldview that would allow for aliens necessarily. I don't know if that's within what I would think is even possible.
The dog agrees.
Yeah, well, based dog,
Based.
but if aliens come to Earth, I don't know. I mean, that's cool and interesting. Finally, something happens. I don't get to be the Zoomer. Nothing happens anymore. I guess I don't know.
Just imagine if aliens show up. They've got their rubber gloves all pulled up. They've got their syringes with the anal probes ready. And all of us preppers are just sitting there sun bleaching.
Can you imagine how many people are going to be
Butt spread. They're going to come by and go, oh, man, the hippies took over and just move on past.
I mean, in the context, how many people are going to be in Lawrence holding up signs that say, I break for anal probes? Never mind.
I'm just saying, man, if we ever ran into an alien civilization, we wouldn't want to until we psyoped them so hard that they're like, these people shoot geese and run back to their space station.
They're snorting hollow roast coffee. What are we going to do about that? Like, we're not even touching that.
Like,
Yeah, just getting hyped up on his. The aliens are here. Yes!
Did you catch that question, Nicole? Did you catch that while you were out?
No.
Okay, so Linda asked the question.
This got crazy.
At the Atlas 3I comet, which is what's supposed to be here on the 19th, right? If it turns out to not just be a comet, what's the first move your community should make?
I'm going to go back to we need to roast that lamb.
Oh,
Now more than ever, we got to have food to serve.
right. Hold on. What if we take this full circle back to Jason's very first answer? We put glasses of water out, like in the movie Signs.
Oh, I like where this is
We
going.
go back to water. It's like, the water is contaminated. So you put another glass out there. Next thing you know, the alien's like, oh, God, it's water. Moving over to the side. We didn't train for this.
We travel halfway across the universe and are destroyed by water.
There's got a hydrogen atom attached to it. Oh.
Jason, what about you? What do you do? The Atlas 3I comet turns out to be not just a comet. What's the first move your community makes? Besides play with really cool IFACs and Balfans.
It goes against my whole view. There's not aliens, and it's like there's not aliens. I honestly, I'm going to get some flack, but you got to look at it. I go biblically on it. I think the Earth is flat. That the Earth is flat, and there's a firmament that nothing can get through that. So yeah, there might be a comet coming. It's going to hit the firmament and explode. We'll get a fireworks show, but we'll all be all right.
Have we ever thought about what barbecue alien tastes like?
Yeah, I was about to ask when she said roast. I was like, do we get to roast aliens now?
I know. Is that like long pork but more tender because they're in zero gravity?
Is it going to be really rubbery?
You would have to cook them well done.
Jason, we're bringing it to your house. Smoke this for us, sir.
We can do it.
Okay, Rosie says she's going to make the keto-friendly desserts.
For smoked Nephilim.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is why they left in the first place. Oh,
this is why we're not your daddy's prepper show. We discuss things here that would get anybody else canceled.
Oh, man.
Yes, like eating aliens.
Well, I mean, we're going to try it at least.
I mean, is alien a Levitican diet, though? That's the first question to
Thank
ask.
you, Nicole.
Right.
We have to figure out who can eat and who can't.
Right. Can you only hunt them on Friday night but not Saturday morning? There's so many rules.
This is not the first person that figured out you could drink cow's milk. Can you imagine everyone else in the tribe looking at that guy? What's Jerry doing? What is Jerry doing? Oh, Jerry. That's good, guys. Try it. I swear.
It's good for your bones.
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
Oh my gosh, this one.
All right.
We derailed so hard on that question. Keep it up,
You're
sir.
welcome. You're welcome.
This is how we send off the new year.
Yes. All of you in the YouTube lands, you're welcome.
Oh wow.
All right. Moving right
Everything
along.
tastes like chicken.
We'll do
Space chicken.
a couple more.
If aliens are in zero gravity, does it make them all like veal? Like the muscles never actually did anything?
Maybe.
Can you imagine how tender that would be?
Wow.
They might not be in
Yeah.
zero gravity. Maybe they figured out,
Don't ruin this for
Hey,
me,
no,
Nicole.
hey.
Don't you ruin this for me. Veal for everybody without chaining cows to the ground is awesome.
You know, after this is
It's gonna be like
Bobby's,
frog legs. You can kind of see through it, you know.
Yeah.
Bobby's going to be fixated on this drive all the way home. I can just taste it now, the succulent alien with a glass of Chianti and a nice side of cream corn.
Why'd you make this gay?
Oh, oh my lantern, we're totally canceled.
Wow, boys, I hope you didn't want views and click-throughs tonight because it's not happening.
All right, we're going to circle back around to Jason. Jason, wrangle us back in because we're clearly going off the rails.
Yeah, we got weird on that one.
Yes, LOL, alien veal. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, honestly.
That's why you come here.
Jason, how do you vet people before trusting them in a crisis?
In a crisis, you've got to have some kind of relationship built before. I mean, I vet people every day when I talk to them and stuff. It's, you've got to have that community built beforehand. And then possibly if you've got a community built beforehand and you don't know this person, maybe you can have one or two people vet, speak for this person and be like, hey, I know this dude, he's a legit guy, and do it that way. But if it's just somebody coming up after a crisis situation, you never show anybody everything that you've got. First off, loose lips sink ships. Talk to that person, be polite and courteous and everything, but be watching and feeling everybody out. It's a hard deal to figure out, and it's going to be a long process. You're not just going to welcome somebody with open arms. Oh my gosh, that's great. You're a doctor. We really need a doctor at our compound. Come on in.
Yep.
So no matter what it is, there's a long vetting process in that. And there should be a long vetting process right now to bring people into your inner circle. It shouldn't be like, oh, great, you're a doctor, you need to come to our next meeting. It's like, hey, you're a doctor, maybe we need to go grab coffee sometime, talk a little bit, and then, let somebody else have coffee with you and just slowly bring people in. It's like dating pretty much. The first girl that you date, the girl, you go out and you meet somebody and you're like, hey, let's go have coffee. You don't like after coffee, you're not like, hey, let's go get married and let's build a house together and all this stuff. It's like you've got to ease into everything. Now, there's some people that will, the whole love at first sight, they'll have coffee and then they get married the next day. But, maybe
that only happens in Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, let me follow up with you on that one, Jason, and without giving specifics, because I know that this question is going to get into the real touchy subject. Would you say that there are specific types of people, whether it's ideology or religion or politics, whatever cloak you want to put on there, that would not even be considered?
Yes, there are 100%.
Be specific, Jason.
Oh.
If you really want to get specific, I'll tell you this: I wouldn't have a Muslim in our group.
Amen.
Fair enough.
Because their ideological values do not align with mine whatsoever, and they say, oh, there's peaceful Muslims. That's bullshit. There's no peaceful Muslims. They're all wanting to take over the United States and kill the infidels. Period.
Yep.
There's no question about it.
It's funny you say that, Jason. We were just having a discussion about a local community leader here in our area that was talking about how they would be receptive and welcoming to a Muslim in their community, a Buddhist, in fairness, they were talking about all different types of nationalities or belief structures. But when it came to Muslims in particular, one of the people, it was fascinating to watch this conversation happen. One of the people who would have thought that was out of left field was like, wow, like Muslim, that's where I draw the line. And this community leader was like, well, no, you need to be, receptive of everyone, because otherwise, you're not inclusive. But I'm right there with you. I think that the Quran strictly dictates that they can lie, cheat, steal, or whatever, right? Be subversive in order to pass their doctrine on to your children. So
the greatest civilizations in the world did not become the greatest civilizations in the world because they were tolerant and inclusive. It was because they were built around central religions central narratives and central cultural stories. And it was when we started to mix those cultural stories and religions and all of those things that the breakdown of those great civilizations took place. So some people might agree, some people might disagree, but the whole concept of tolerance to me is a word that weak men use.
It's exactly it. Thank you very much, Bobby.
Yep.
Driving that point home. And Nicole, I did not miss the fact that you were just playing with your
Cat.
kitty.
Cat.
Kitten. Kitten.
Yeah.
Which cat was that one?
That was
Squeaks.
the rescue kitten. That was the milk kitten.
Squeaks is in full on terror mode right now.
Oh no.
I saw that. But how cool is that? Like, I've never had, like, most of my cats, when you flip them over and you want to play like the claw game, they freak out. So that was
I
cool.
taught her to keep her claws retracted.
Yes. You're doing great.
Yeah, so far we're okay. I would like to teach her to just let you pet her in your lap when she's like that.
Yep.
But she's like,
Amen.
nope, I'm playing right now.
Kim, you're 100% no issue and no community. You know, in the grand scheme of things, Bobby and I, we talk about the God that we serve, and it's much different from the one that, you know, talks about raping children and, you know, putting people to the spear because, well,
all those things.
awesome lot of bacon.
Yep. It was the over necessity to accept everyone and anyone, no matter the pain points that led to a society where you cannot even have the greatest cities in the West anymore function without violence at every turn. And I think that we are getting to a point in our culture where we have to accept the fact that, you know, common cultural stories, religions, and trends are what creates a united people. The melting pot has been tried. The melting pot has failed, and I think a lot of people are starting to wake up to that fact.
Yeah, South Kentucky survivalists said it best. You look at Europe. Look what's going on in Europe right now.
Yep.
You know, it was originally a melting pot, and everybody thought it was all fun and games. Until now, you know, look at who the leader of Great Britain is.
It was a melting pot, and then you melted in non-complementary items.
Right.
You know,
Let's face it, until the Balfour Declaration, no one used the term melting pot. It didn't exist.
Yep. Now you have this giant Michiganian problem that's European, and it's spreading. Like,
Hey, if all I've got to do is marry my sister so I can get to the United States Congress, I mean, why wouldn't I? And then represent my people over the people of the folks that are in the homeland itself.
wow, calm down there, ma'am.
Yeah,
But I mean,
ma'am.
The other side of this is you're touching on like the cheat code effectively
Yes.
Yeah.
for how to effectively vet someone.
Yeah, very much so.
Wherein there's two components of that, of not just like the ideologically and morally and ethically aligned with me, but also people who are in those ways aligned with me. If they vet someone, I can trust their judgment,
Right.
because I've come to an established agreement with them, not just through some social currency system,
Right.
but through like an actual moral basis. I believe in their reasoning,
Right.
not just their endpoints.
I
Right.
love that. I love that, Will.
Yep.
I mean, I will say we're probably a little more open than y'all in our community because we don't vet on a specific Christian Judeo ideology. Like, do you believe in God? Yes, no. Can't be here, can be here. It's more, what are your core values? And we vet that over time by getting to know people, but I would never even think to ask people what their religion is.
You know, in that line, I appreciate that, Nicole.
That's just where we're at. So I don't say like, oh, if you're this or that, yes or no. It's more, do you fit from an ethics standpoint, from a personality standpoint? And that's just where I've always come from, and the reason I'm actually called to do it that way, to bring people in who are not one religion or another, because I think by setting that foundation and by connecting people with real community, they find their spirituality over time.
That's a good point, Nicole. You know,
But-
in the past, I have met people in that same regard that they put down a mat and they pray toward the east and they do all the things, and they were, as I saw from the surface anyway, good people, like honest to God, good people. But what they do behind the doors, closed doors, whether they go down to Bondi Beach and they make new friends or not, I don't know.
But that's also something that, like, and I think Bear actually gave a speech on this at one of the Midwest Apprentice Project campouts. It's rings. It's
rings.
There's rings of we're not saying that it's like, oh, we came to a snap judgment on this person based on 1 or 2 criteria, and we're saying like we can't even look at them, we can't have them in the same room as us. But what we're saying is like you don't invite individuals into your home until you vet them to the point that you are okay with them being in your home, right?
Yeah.
So it's and then at that point, when you've established that level of comfort with a person, and I would even argue a level beyond that, then you can begin using that to build a basis of which it's like, this is my core group. My core group can then continue building itself because these people are vetted down to, again, not just like the endpoints of their belief, but how they got there, their methodology. And now I can trust their judgment because I trust how they think and what they think and who they are morally and spiritually, not just these characteristics they're putting on display.
Yep. And there's something to be said about the fact that there are certain baselines that lead you to conclusions early.
Yes.
And so there would certainly be people in my book that no matter what they brought to the community, I would never consider them in a million years, just based on the things that they outwardly portray about themselves. You know, we can talk about islands. You know, if anybody was even remotely anywhere close to island lifestyle, if you catch my drift, without getting tagged by the YouTube algorithm, it wouldn't matter who you were past that. That's a hard stop point. If you're somebody who believes in slavery, let's say, or modern human domination, that would be an endpoint. And so you could easily look at philosophies, religions, and baselines and determine which ones of those align with those more often than not. And it certainly becomes something you can filter people down for. So I could absolutely say that if I go down to the local YMCA, I'm probably not going to find anybody who's openly selling human beings on some market. I go to Morocco, that's not the same case. And so I'm going to look at anybody coming from that baseline a little harder than I'm going to look at somebody from the local YMCA. And so it's not so much about denomination as it is about common thread and what I can tolerate and what I'm allowing to be around my own children. And with 4 kids, 2 grandkids now, I am far more discerning than I would have been when I was 25 and single.
Yeah.
You know, my baseline
100%.
is much tighter because I have far more to lose by being far more permissive on a grander scale than I would be now as a father of 4 and a grandfather of 2. I'm going to absolutely be far stricter with those baselines across the board than I would be just as a single guy.
I mean, I think
and we started out talking about, you know, the first question is, how would you vet people, right? Or how would you? Why do you want to be in person? Why is that more important?
Yeah.
Well, part of why it's more important is a person can say they're something,
right?
Christian, Jewish, Muslim, whatever, but until action proves they're telling me what they say their belief is, I don't know that their belief is even what their belief is. Until you make me a promise and fulfill the promise, I don't know that you keep a promise. And then even then, I don't know you keep promises. And that's why I'm very careful with any filter that's like not an obvious, you know, oh, you're for raping children. Okay, well, that's a hard no, right? That's not a hard question. But, you know, is it somebody who, because I meet a lot of people who say there's something and then they do the opposite.
Yes.
They
Some people can be very convincing.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've seen that time and time again too play out.
We were just talking about this. Bobby and I were just having a fantastic conversation here recently about the 3 types of people that will be extremely detrimental post-apocalypse.
Yes. Yeah, it's a great.
You know, you have the opportunist, you have the manipulator, and then you have the instigator.
Yep.
And we all know those 3 people in your circles. You have those people. The opportunist is always looking for an opportunity to better themselves, don't really care so much about everyone else. You have the manipulator who's going around always gaining trust and looking to, again, in the same way as the opportunist, better themselves. And then you have the instigator, that person that is always looking to stir the crowd and whip up, you know, negative feelings. But let's do a couple of more. We'll circle back around. We'll bring this back to positive light. because this got really weird really fast. But that's okay.
That's
okay.
what WROL is designed to do.
I mean, we were eating aliens a half hour ago, so.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, in fairness, we do have Sean from Crunchy Mama Farms in here, and he does know a chef that could like probably make alien taste pretty good. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's-
Like,
I know that chef too.
Paprika and oregano.
Yeah.
it's like a little seasoning,
Little pan
mustard
seared.
stuff. All right, Jason, I'm gonna circle back around. Actually, I'm gonna open this up to Jason, and then I'd like someone in the crowd to touch this one. We tried earlier to get someone in the crowd to take the bait earlier, but maybe they'll take the bait on this one. And then Bobby, if you would, I'd like you to talk a little bit about our special premiere after we get these questions out.
Sure.
So stay tuned, folks. We're going to talk about something really cool that's coming out. And it's not like Boy George coming out. It's even cooler.
And I am listening, but I am putting a log on my fire while we do this.
Yeah,
You do that.
are.
You do that.
You put that log on that fire.
I am putting the log on the fire.
Okay, so Jason or people in the crowd, if Bigfoot shows up at your survival retreat and proves to be an intelligent, omniscient individual and asks to join, what is your leadership decision, Jason? You're in charge, right? You're the group leader of your group. Bigfoot shows up. It proves to be intelligent. Says it's an alien that crash landed here. It wants to join your group. What are you going to do?
He's the world champ at hide and go seek. So I'm like, heck yeah, he's coming.
Dude,
I mean, I'll be asking. It's like, how can I disappear in the woods like you've been doing for all these years? It's like you're going to be leading the camo committee.
yeah, Bigfoot's going to be a part of your LARP, your long range patrol group, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like no doubt. It's like, dude, give me a high five, sit down, and have a beer by the fire with me, and we're going to get a strategy together.
Right. So, Jason, you're going to welcome Bigfoot in with open arms and a mug of frosty beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
So we're eating aliens, but we're welcoming Bigfoot.
I just want to know
like
why
this.
it always goes back to Bigfoot in these discussions.
Well, this is fascinating because, again,
It's a proving ground.
part of the question was Bigfoot proved to be an alien that crash landed here. And Jason's like we're going to eat the other aliens, the little people.
No, but
Iguana.
Bigfoot's not an alien though.
What?
Bigfoot's like some evolved something or something like that. He's not an alien.
He's a swamp fox.
He is. He's a Sasquatch. He's a Samsquatch.
Sam Squinch, Ricky.
He's a Samsquatch, Ricky. All right, I love it. I love it. So, people in the crowd, what are you talking about this evening? So, Kim says Bigfoot is a hybrid. Yes, probably.
Yes.
Jason, going back to
Based.
biblical overtones,
Based.
Bigfoot is most likely some type of hybrid leftover Nephilim that wasn't destroyed by the flood, that is still living out there. That the red-haired giants in Kandahar. That's a different story. For a
I'm
different
torn
time.
between that theory and like Spirit of the Earth theory. I'm torn between those two theories on him.
All right.
Prepper D&D coming
Sorry,
soon.
I'm rolling that 20 on that one, Will.
All right, my
I got a +3, so
my Kentucky Bigfoot is not Nephilim. He's just odd.
God,
He's just odd.
odd.
He's very reclusive and awkward.
He's not Nephilim. He just walks different.
Oh, your Bigfoot's coming out. Got it. Bigfoot like Alien too. Yes,
Well.
exactly, Sham. Where's Mr. Foot? Yes.
This is the greatest episode of WROL ever.
Oh wow, look at that. So Jason, you're back at your neighbor. New rug for the front of the fireplace. Nicole, slide over and let me see that Bigfoot rug on the back of your chair. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Rosie says she's gonna see if he's keto. What the hell, Rosie?
Wow. Wow.
All right, Rosie's gonna give him pants. What are you gonna give him pants?
You're assuming he's not wearing pants.
Yeah.
How do you know he didn't just skin another Bigfoot?
This just got so weird. I'm just picturing Buffalo Bill from like Silence of the Lambs.
It puts the conditioner on the hair or it doesn't get some there.
I would wear me. I would wear me. Oh, this got so awkward.
Remember, only use the Nair once. Rinse and repeat.
Yes. You know what? Give him pants, Rosie. Give him pants. Sweatpants, jogging pants. All right, Nicole.
There's literally still 22 people watching this. I can't believe that.
It's insane.
One more, and then we'll go to our premiere. So Nicole, to close out tonight's fantastic Tour Live season finale, and without rule of law, let's end this on this one. If Bigfoot claims to be an off-world refugee, what rule gets tested first? Security, compassion, or survival?
I don't
Jason,
understand the question.
So if Bigfoot claims to be an off-world refugee, he's crash
An off
landed here.
what?
Off-world.
So he's a refugee. He crash landed here, right?
From another planet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's say that sure, or maybe he crawled out from under the earth because the firmament, right?
Okay.
But let's say he's an off-world refugee. What rule in your mag or group gets tested first? Security, compassion, or survival?
Rule.
Yep.
What rule?
Rule, like rule. What rule of law? Shan said survival. He's going
Okay.
to test Bigfoot's survival. You know, Bigfoot's the champion of hide and seek, Shan.
And my three choices are, I'm sorry, I just did not understand that question at all.
Would you like me to reword it?
Yes. Bobby, would you want to reword
Bigfoot
it?
is an alien. Whether
Okay.
from beneath the earth or above, he shows up as a refugee seeking refugee status.
Okay.
Your group has rules in place. Which rule will be tested first by this scenario? Security, compassion, or survival?
Mm.
This
Boy,
is
it'd
big.
be really cool if my group had rules.
Well, even if they're unspoken, everybody has baselines.
Yeah. True story.
Security.
Which would be your primary
Survival.
concern if Bigfoot showed up saying, I'm an alien, I need to be saved?
I think the rule that would be tested first would be access. Is that security?
Yeah,
Security.
security.
Yeah, so that would be one where not all the way in let in.
Yeah.
Not, but I don't mean by security, I don't mean like blow Bigfoot out of the water.
Right.
So security.
Testing, proving ground.
Yes, proving
Yeah.
ground, for sure.
I would agree. Security is number one.
I agree. Security is number one. Bob says security as well. Keep that dude away from my wife, bro. Wow. You know what they say about guys with big feet?
Big socks.
Big hands?
Whoa! I'm just saying. I got the greatest hands in the world. My hands are so great. Everybody tells me my hands are great. The greatest hands. Everybody tells me my hands are fantastic. Okay, on that, this is a really weird one this evening. All right.
I love this. This has been fun.
This has been so good. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. Jason, we missed Shelly.
Give her our best.
Give her
What's with all the Bigfoot questions every time we do this, though?
I don't know. I think it's just because
Is
it's
it
kind
like a
of
theme or?
You know what? Next time we're going to Jersey Devil.
Well, we did do Mothman once.
We did do Mothman.
We did Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did. Jason, are you familiar with the Mothman?
He's close to West Virginia.
Close, yeah.
Closer than us.
Yeah.
Have we done skinwalkers? I don't think we've done.
We haven't done
We've not done
Skinwalkers.
We could do
Maybe in the
Skinwalkers if
future
you
we'll
want.
do Skinwalkers.
You know, let's mix it up. In 2026, show back up here. Skinwalkers, Wendigos, Jersey Devils, and Loch Ness Monsters on deck.
I like it. I like where this is going. We're definitely going to have to touch those subjects and broach them pending the surviving the December 19th.
World War III.
Yeah, World War III and zombie apocalypse and Atlas
I-
Comet.
I'm gonna roast a sheep so I can serve it on Saturday.
Yes.
Anybody wants to come help? You know.
The gal from Texas is coming up. She's going to hang out with you. Wow, tall whites.
The White Walkers, yeah.
The White Walkers, yes.
Yep.
Yes, I love this. I love this. This has been a fantastic evening. We appreciate all of you in the crowd for being there. Thank you very much for participating. We love you guys. Again, we do this for you, not us. From Riverside Will, Bobby, and myself, we are grateful for you guys. Jason, again, give Shelly our love.
I will.
Cole, thank you as well.
Hug the cats and tactical for me.
Yes,
We should tell people how to get their knife, though.
Did we not do that? We didn't do that?
No,
Oh, wait. Yeah. Nicole, do you have the thing ready?
Yes.
I do.
Oh, let's
What's the
turn
link?
it over to Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole,
Go to
can you walk us out?
selfreliancefestival.com because that was the only place I could post it.
Okay. Let me put that.
So,
Explain what
for
you're
those
talking
I
about
saw
for those at
somebody in the
home.
comments ask, I emailed a picture of my token. Do I need to do anything else? And the answer is yes. Go to selfreliancefestival.com and you're going to see a button that tells you that you need to fill out your token form. Whoa. And then you're going to click on that button. You're going to fill out the form. It's going to send an email to us with your information. That means we know where to mail your knife. It asks for your phone number. That's so I can call you if you type something funny. That's the only reason I'm going to use your phone number. It asks for your email. And then you're going to get an email from the system that says, reply to this email with your proof, which is a picture of your 3 tokens.
Right there.
That all needs to be done by January 1st. So
Yeah.
hopefully you can find, I also sent the link directly to Bobby in case he wants to put it on the preparedness site.
We will.
But,
We'll drop
yeah,
that in there.
it's a musical. It's just a random floating button on the site.
here,
Right? I was like,
Tour token form. It's in red. You
with a
can't miss
music
it.
note because I was feeling cheery tonight. So
Yes,
yeah, if you click that, it'll take you to the page with the form. Like if
Click
you
that
click
right
it right
there,
now,
friend.
it'll go there. So
yes. Those of you that participated in the tour this year, you went and seen all 3. You got your tokens. We ended up the last of ours, I guess a month or so back.
Yeah, we're actually out of our tokens. So I've only got one of Kentucky and one of Self-Reliance to show you tonight. Ours is a blue token. If you collected all 3 of these, go to selfreliancefestival.com. Check out the button. It's big. It's red. It's right in the middle. It's the greatest button of all time. You can't miss it. China's going to pay for it.
It's huge.
It's a huge button.
Huge
It's a red button. It's giant. It's just like my chubby cheeks when I've had too much vodka.
China, I tell you can't find it. I'll tell you folks.
And
can
you
find
will
it.
get, if you fill out the form and send a picture to the email link that will be sent to you by clicking on that form, you will get your one-of-a-kind laser engraved Mora 511 Great American Preparedness Tour knife sent to you on us for traveling to all 3 of the events this year in 2025.
Yep, Pax. I know your folks have been to all. They've collected a fantastic limited edition knife. Several of you in the comments, I know you've been around. You participated in the tours, so thank you very much for doing that. We do these shows for you. We appreciate you guys making the tour. Bobby and I, we will be making our way. I couldn't make it to Self-Reliance Festival this year due to work complex, but we will be at the festival this year as Kentucky Sustainable Living as well. I've already got those days blocked out. So we'll see you guys there. Yeah, anything else, Bobby?
No, I think that there's only one thing left for us to do, and that is, for those who do not know, earlier this year, a particular YouTube channel who makes documentaries called Project Happiness reached out to Patrick and I and wanted to do a documentary about preparedness in the United States. And they were coming from Alaska and coming through into our area. So we hooked them up with a bunch of folks in Kansas. And so we would like to play for you the movie or the premiere, what's the word I'm looking for? The trailer for the upcoming documentary about Kansas preparedness.
Comes out tomorrow.
Comes out tomorrow on Progetto Happiness.
Yep.
So please take a look at this.
All right, let's go ahead and play that for the crowd real quick. You guys out there in YouTube land, bear with us. We'll transition this over.
I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back.
Doesn't matter if there's a nuclear explosion outside or not. You're going to be safe here down in this bunker.
Be so fat. I wasn't going to ask him to single it out.
I could live underground for at least 2 years with no issues. Being in isolation for a long time actually has its effect on people.
Because I've been to their countries and I've been to mine. And I know where I'd rather live.
The common denominator.
Look, I don't want to shoot anybody because that's a whole lot of paperwork.
When you're an American, religion.
But in a grid down,
I
in
have to be
an
logical
apocalyptic
enough to understand that
situation,
religion is not welcome in my mind.
you hope you never have to. If Black Friday, you guys know
I
Black
would
Friday,
never let a Muslim.
they do that for a flat
In a
screen
million
TV.
years.
Imagine what they'll do when they don't have any food.
We all carry guns and knives here.
You don't wait to get a spare tire after you get a flat tire, right? But still, you carry a spare tire every day, right?
Think about what you would do to feed your kids. That's why we prepare, and that's why we plan and prep. A hungry belly is a dangerous belly.
Basically, as it just started as growing up as, watching action movies and whatnot as a kid.
Yep.
Just kind of a passion. Like I said, some people collect shoes. I collect guns.
All right, there it is. There you have it, folks. Coming out tomorrow, the premiere for that, Project Happiness. It's a fantastic documentary. Those guys are great. Giuseppe and his team, like Bobby alluded to, they come out. Oh, are we not on camera? Looks like we're black. Can you guys still hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where
All right, that's cool.
our camera's glitched out, but
We're
that's okay.
we're gray man.
We are gray. But it was a great opportunity. We're grateful for those guys. We're very, very proud to have
That
participated.
made me
in
want to
that.
get my firearm out.
Right, look at that. Show us that thing. What is that?
The Nerf gun.
it is a-
It's a kitten training device. This, my friends, shoots water.
That is awesome. Is that to keep the cats at bay?
Oh, I see what that is.
It's all right. We're almost done.
Yep. Of that, we're going to go ahead and close out this evening. Nicole, do you have any words of wisdom you'd like to share with the crowd as we part this evening?
Well, we're into the season of making a New Year's resolution. And if you've got one on your heart, do me a favor. Start that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the new year. You're more likely to fail if you wait till the new year. And it's always a good time to choose a way to improve yourself or improve your situation. So I know you can do it, but start tomorrow. Don't start January 1st, because that's how you fail.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Let me try this. Oh, look at there. We look weird. We look so weird. Let's roll with that while we close out.
Yep.
All right. And Jason, what about you? You got any words of parting wisdom for those people out there in YouTube lands still watching?
Take the small steps, make a better step. Climb the steps every day. Do one step and get more prepared. Even if it's just one small thing, do that.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Will, what about you, brother?
A lot of things are going to knock on your door. Choose wisely who you allow to enter.
Yeah. Yep.
Love it. Yep. And Senior Spags?
I would just say what I always say at the end of this: every decision you will ever make in life is an economic decision, whether you trade in money, time, energy, or emotion. Everything you do is a give and take. So spend your economic power well.
Well said, my friend. Again, thank you all this evening. We appreciate you being here. This is our fantastic season finale of Without Rule of Law, the game that keeps you guessing who you can trust with your life, your wife, your children, your wallet, or your last magazine.
All right. There we go.
556. Because you know what? That's just how it's going to roll.
Watch the Great American Preparedness Tour at the website.
Yep.
Dates for all the 2026 shows will be forthcoming as soon as they are available.
Yep.
Keep an eye. GreatAmericanPreparednessTour.com. All dates coming out very, very soon.
We love you guys. Peace, love, peace, chicken grease, and we'll see you in 2026. Have a fantastic evening, all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
And
Christmas.
have a happy new year.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Good night, guys.
See y'all.
Bye.